Welcome to the Worst Sports Channel on YouTube, Hawk Garbage Sports with me, Coach Ryan D. All right, Habs fans, we're in the middle of the NHL preseason right now, and it's time to break down the Montreal Canadiens and where they seem to be going, what their news, rumors, and strengths are. Stick with us through the intro. Stick with us to the end of the video. We're going to talk about your general manager. We're going to talk about his possible extension. We're going to talk about your wingers. We're going to talk about your center problem or lack thereof. And we're going to talk about your defensemen as well as your goaltenders. So Habs Nation, let's get after it. And if you're new to Hawk Garbage Sports, les habitants fans, consider giving us a big thumbs up and a subscribe. We followed you all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. The pesky Habs are going to be in contention for the Atlantic Division all year. I absolutely think they're going to throw one of the big four teams through a wild card, headspace, because we got Florida, we got Tampa Bay, we got Boston, we got Toronto. All the pundits got them ahead of you, but the Habs always ruin those types of things. So the fan base loves it. I love it. It always keeps you on your toes. They remind me of the pesky Finns. Consider joining up with us here at Garbage Sports. All right, first thing that's going on is that they sent Marc Bergevin an extension. I said last year on this channel, I don't think Marc Bergevin is going to stay. I think he's going to end up walking away from Montreal, but there's an extension on the table, and I have had a love-hate relationship with Marc Bergevin. He has had fantastic moves, he's had bonehead moves, and he's had everything in between. But at the end of the day, what I do like about Marc Bergevin is he wants to win. That's really key. He wants to win a Stanley Cup, and that's important in Montreal because, well, Montreal Canadian fans want to win a Stanley Cup. Will he sign it? I really don't know at this point. I mean, money talks, and the Habs are in an interesting spot. The question is going to be, does Marc Bergevin love being in Montreal, and does he want to go through a possible mid-pack team right now? Because we have aging players on the Canadiens with some really exciting young players in the Canadiens. We have some pretty good free agent pieces added, but Montreal is kind of in limbo right now. Are they going to be pushing for the cup? Are they going to be looking to rebuild in the next year or two? We really don't know, so we're going to have to stay tuned all year to the Habs to find out. Okay, so the Habs going forward in 2021-2022, they have one of the best winger cores in the NHL, but I'm not sure what that's worth. I love the scoring depth that they have. They could have 4 to 6 20-goal scoring wingers here. Drouin is back. Mike Hoffman ends up getting signed in. Hoffman's not a great skater, but he can definitely score, and we've talked about it on this channel many times before. You don't lose scoring touch, and you can't teach scoring. So Hoffman's a really good sign. You got Cole Caufields coming in. He's going to take a monster step forward this year. There's no question about it. He's number one winger on the team in kind of like a dynasty format. Brendan Gallagher is probably your number one winger right now, but I mean, Cole Caufield, untouchable player. So Caufield looks strong. Gallagher looks strong. Then you have Letkinen, and you go ahead with Tyler Toffoli, who are still there. So we could see 6 20-goal guys on this team. That's awesome. The big question for Montreal is going to be what's happening down the middle. Suzuki, I've said it in my top 30 centers above. I think he's elite. He's going to take a monster step forward this year. He's going to get all the ice time that he wants. Suzuki is going to be a monster. He's your number one center going forward. Christian Dvorak, I said it. People have been on me on Habs Nation. You don't like Dvorak, Ryan. You don't understand hockey. No, I do. I didn't like the price paid for Dvorak. I like Dvorak just fine. I think we're reaching a bit as a number 2 center, but it's okay. It was the best one available, and Bergevin is pushing chips out there to see if he can stay as a contender. It's an important move. So Dvorak comes in as your number 2 center. Nothing wrong with it. And now that he's already here, the price doesn't matter. It's already been paid. So Dvorak's there. He's number 2. I like where he's sitting. So your top 6 looks interesting. You got Drouin, you got Hoffman, you got Gallagher, you got Cole Caufield, Suzuki, Dvorak. Where does Tyler Toffoli go in there? Maybe he takes out the space from Johnathan Drouin. Maybe Cole Caufield moves down to the 4th line. Maybe Mike Hoffman moves down. It's very interesting because Toffoli is absolutely a top 6 winger on this team. And then you have Jake Evans moving in probably to the 3rd line center role. Maybe Cedric Paquette. Maybe Mathieu Perreault moves back over there. I don't really know. We're going to have to see what happens in the bottom 6 for Montreal, but Mathieu Perreault is an awesome ad for the hometown fans of the Habs. Not only is he French Canadian, but he plays like a French Canadian. You guys know what I mean if you live there in Quebec. They play tough hockey. They're fearless. They get in there. They just yip, yip, yip. A lot of chirping, and I love it. I love watching guys from Quebec just mix it up, battle for pucks, get in front of the net. 100% fearless player. We had him over here on the Jets. You're going to love him over there in Montreal. He's going to be absolutely super popular. So does he end up making line 3 or line 4? I'm not sure, but Perot is going to be a fantastic addition. Look out for this, though. He's going to take penalties at really stupid and inopportune times. They're going to be sticking penalties. He's going to get gooned all the time, and no call is going to go against for that. For some reason, the refs don't like Mathieu Perreault. That is not going to change moving from Winnipeg over to Montreal. Be prepared to boo the refs and say, ref, you suck a whole lot, because Perot is going to get wholesaled over and over with sticks, bodies, trips, and no calls coming his way. And then he's going to be promptly put into the box with a really weak call later. That's Mathieu Perreault. You're going to love having him on your team, though. Johnathan Drouin returning is a big storyline. Drouin ended up sitting out last year. I don't really want to get into it, but Drouin's a good player. It's important that he gets added. Talk about the defenseman, though. It's unfortunate that Shea Weber can't play. There's a lot of miles logged on that body. After that playoff run, he's going to need an entire year to rest up and recover. Wish you the best, Webbs. Joel Edmondson comes in as a really nice addition, likely being paired with Jeff Petry as the top pairing. Petry had a massive coming out party last year. He was always good, but he entered elite territory last year. If Petry can do this again, he may move up into a top 15 defenseman in the NHL. Sorry, Habs fans, not there yet. Top 30 defenseman. Up top if you want to see my list. Ben Perot and David Savard are a really nice addition. Savard moving over from the Cup, winning Tampa Bay Lightning. It's always good to add a winner, and I love that Montreal adds winners. Ben Perot, again, another ex-Winnipeg Jet. Fantastic player, has been. You guys know all about him. This top four, though, doesn't really have a lot of puck-moving capability, but they are really good at shutting players down, and they're going to be really good at playing physical. So you're going to love that top four, but you better hope that Carey Price and Jake Allen with these top four can keep pucks out of the net. Going to be a little bit tougher to get pucks over to the wingers. I do not suspect that Montreal is going to change a lot from their system last year. If you want to know what their system was above, again, link above. We talk about the fact that the Montreal Canadiens are going to play a shut-down trap in their own zone. There's probably going to be more shots against the Canadiens than they get, and they're going to be looking to stretch the ice with quick passes. So do you really need a great puck-moving defenseman when you're just moving the puck up to those top 6, top 9 wingers? Who knows? Well, Nick Suzuki as well too. So the Canadiens are definitely going to get behind a lot of defenders this year, and they're going to really have to rely on Carey Price, who unfortunately ended up failing his physical, but we know it will be okay. Jake Allen is a really solid backup in that sense anyway. He is the best backup in the league. There's no question about it. What will the Habs end up doing this year? Time will tell. We're going to watch them. They're going to be exciting to watch. We're going to be covering them on this channel. All right, Habs fans, have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see how you end up doing in that Atlantic Division. It's been Coach Randy.